Okay, now we're getting into understanding the loan process. What does pre-approval actually mean?
The pre-approval means you're done. Congratulations, you own a home now.
Yeah, right. I wish. In the real estate world, we would love that.
It's probably, in my opinion, the most important part of this entire process.
Mm-hmm.
People need to understand what's it going to cost. I'm going to teach you something that I teach everybody when we first meet with them. Buying a house sounds really complicated, and people go onto the internet, they do all this research, and they get inundated. But let's boil this down to the simplest thing. There's only two things that matter, two numbers. How much money is coming out of your bank account to get into a house?
Mm-hmm.
How much money comes out of your bank account every month to keep the house? That's the answer. That's the goal that we're trying to answer, right?
Yeah.
If you know that, you're like, okay, I think I can do this. The pre-approval helps us establish that. Now, there are many different pathways and different roads to get to that answer because everybody's loan structure could be a little bit different. And people are approaching this problem from different perspectives. My job is to help them understand that. So the pre-approval is the part of the process where we're going to identify what type of financing programs and packages are available, what does that look like, and get to an end point that says, okay, if you buy a house up to this price, you can expect this for your payments, and gives people that guidance. It gives people a foundation that they can build on. Now it's time to go shopping. So you want to get the pre-approval done before you ever start looking at homes. A lot of people think that they go out there, shop online, or look around, and then, oh my God, they fall in love with something, and they're calling me on a Friday afternoon saying, oh my God, I found my dream home. Can you get me qualified? I need a pre-approval. No, don't do that. Never, ever make a financial decision in a rushed or hurried fashion. I preach that to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So don't go looking for a house if you haven't been pre-approved. Get the numbers, get the financing. The pre-approval is that document that's going to spell out what your plan is. Now you guys as the realtors are going to receive that pre-approval and know what your client is capable of affording.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to be showing them houses beyond that.
No.
So I can't stress how important the pre-approval is. And I want to make one distinction too. Sometimes people use the word pre-qual. A pre-qual letter and a pre-approval letter are two different things. A pre-qual letter is a very cursory, yeah, what's your credit, what's your income, the buyer claims this or whatever. It sounds like you can buy a house.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very flimsy document. I wouldn't even waste my time with it. All of my clients go through the full pre-approval process, which means we're actually going to get into your tax returns, your pay stubs, your bank statements, all the information that supports your financial house. Look at that so that the pre-approval is a document that says, okay, if they get into escrow, we're going to be able to see this thing to the end and have a successful closing. So I know it's a long answer, but it's a hugely important document with a lot that goes into it.
And that's super important to us as agents too, because that's the last thing we want to do is take our clients out. They find, like you said, their dream home, to find out you are nowhere near able to buy this house.
Yeah.
You know, and in their mind, they're thinking, okay, I make this much money, I should be able for that. But sometimes don't take into consideration all the other fees that come with it, taxes, insurance, and all that too. So
HOA.
Oh, HOA. And now here, that's that's a
well,
whole
and
other.
it's a common mistake. People go on to online calculators. I know Redfin has a really popular one. People go on there. In fact, I had a client just yesterday, and again, the numbers that they get on these websites are often missing a lot of these things. Not only HOA, there might be a Melrose tax.
Right.
Yes.
You know, there's all these little different things that people want to be in the world of self-help. Let's be honest. They don't want to engage with us initially until they're ready to transact. So they follow the easy solution, which is get on their computer at 10 o'clock at night or whatever, and then they get information that gets them excited, but they're getting excited off the wrong information. They need to come back. Let us walk you through this. We're here to help. That's what we do.